India has 23 IITs and every single IIT offers a PhD program. If you have been a regular viewer of my channel, then I'm sure you already know this. What you would also know is that IIT offers PhD besides engineering and science. It also offers in management, humanities, social sciences, AI, data sciences, interdisciplinary areas, and many other emerging domains. What, however, we've never discussed is how to apply for a PhD in IIT. So in this video, I am going to walk you through a clear step-by-step process to apply for a PhD in IITs. So let us begin by step number 1, which is that you have to decide whether you want to go for a full-time PhD or a part-time PhD. That is the mode of the PhD. So if you are a working professional who wants to continue their job while doing research, then you should apply for a part-time PhD or an executive PhD program. On the other hand, if you want to completely put your focus on pursuing a PhD and also want to avail a fellowship along with it, then you should apply for a full-time PhD program. Once your decision is clear, the next natural question is which IIT to apply to. So, which brings us to a step number 2, shortlist the right IIT. Now, you obviously will not apply to all the 23 IITs. Instead, you shortlist a few IITs strategically. The most important criteria for shortlisting is always identify the institute which fits best, the research fit of the institute. Also, other supporting factors could be the location, the fee, fellowships, or other potential supervisors, but research fit remains the top priority. Once you have shortlisted a few IITs where your research genuinely fits, you move on to checking the eligibility, which brings us to step number 3. So this is a very critical step because you will verify your qualifications and see whether you are eligible to apply or not. Broadly speaking, most IITs either will ask you to have a master's or a 4-year graduation degree with at least 60% marks. Of course, 5% relaxation is given to reserved categories, but there are IITs which also require 70% and above. 50% rule is usually a general guideline. Each IIT and each department may have specific criteria. So you must carefully cross-check the IIT, the department, and the exact qualification required in your subject. If you do not meet the eligibility qualification requirement, you cannot apply no matter how strong your profile is. Once your qualification is clear, the next step is to check if you need any additional eligibility exams, which brings us to step number 4. Check the eligibility exams and experience requirements. So this step is often confusing, so listen carefully. For full-time PhD with fellowships, most IITs require you to have qualified a national level eligibility exam such as UGC NET, GATE or equivalent. However, IITs also offer exemptions. I'll give you one example. Supposing you're a pass out of CFTI and you have 80% and above, many IITs will tell you you don't need an eligibility exam. When it comes to part-time scholars, their focus is more on work experience rather than the eligibility exam. Some IITs require them to have 1 year of experience like IIT Guwahati, but there are many who require you to have 2 years of experience like IIT Dhanbad, Madras, Bombay. Certain departments like the management department and IIT Delhi requires you to have 8 years of experience. So the key takeaway is eligibility rules vary. So do cross-check clearly with the department and verify them individually. Once the eligibility is confirmed, many aspirants make a big mistake. And that brings us to our next step, step number 5. Do not wait for the applications to open. Most people think the next step is to wait for the applications to open. That is absolutely wrong. Because before the application opens, you must work on your research topic, your statement of purpose, and your research proposal. PhD shortlisting at IITs happen largely based on these documents. Without a strong SOP and proposal, your application will not even reach the interview stage. So give yourself at least a few months to patiently refine your research idea and documents. When your applications finally open, you should be ready and not rushing. Moving to step number 6, apply when the applications open. Once your documents are ready, you apply to the IITs you have shortlisted. Most IITs open PhD application twice a year, March, April for the July session, and then October, November for the January session. You should regularly check the official IIT websites, or you can also follow updates on our LinkedIn page where we regularly share the PhD admission notifications for premier institutes. Once you have submitted the application, the next phase begins, which is the selection, the shortlisting and the selection actually. So, which brings us to a step number 7, the entrance exam and the Viva preparation. So, after applying, if you are shortlisted, you are called for an entrance exam, which is not compulsory but may or may not happen. But you will definitely be called for a Viva because that's a compulsory requirement, and it is the Viva that carries the highest weightage in a PhD selection. And this is where your research clarity, your subject understanding, your motivation, long term research vision are actually evaluated. So once you clear the Viva and receive the offer, you complete the entire admission formalities and your PhD journey officially begins. So if you're looking for a PhD mentor who can guide you at each of these 7 steps defined in this video, someone who can support and mentor you in your entire PhD admission journey, then you can get in touch with me on the number given below. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will see you